Hi everyone, Sergio here, and this is Elsewhere. So I just basically wanted to show you quickly something that I've built in the latest version of the game, the latest update 007. So let's jump right in, load the game. It's something that I'm kind of proud of, and it also demonstrates the new features in the latest update. Yeah. Some of you may be familiar with this structure. This is basically a Jaffa factory. It says EW on the front in cable, just like the original. And yeah, it makes Jaffa cakes. So let's see what's inside. There's a Jaffa cake in the item frame, and also pressure plates. They open the door automatically, and the one here also does it. Signs on the walls. This is it. This actually makes Jaffa cakes. Although the collection of resources, like the farming, all that kind of stuff, that's not automated yet. But the manufacture of the Jaffa cakes themselves is quite complicated. There's a lot of machines here. I will go through that. Some chests. Let's go upstairs. Upstairs we have, first of all, this lever is connected to the gearbox here, and it stops it. When the cable is powered, the gearbox does not transfer power from the windmill down to the machines. So let's flip it, and now this thing starts rotating, and then this lever controls all the ejection pipes that take resources, raw resources from these cardboard boxes, and send them down to the machines to be processed into the Jaffa cakes. Well, the game doesn't have Jaffa cakes. It has chocolate cookies, which are made from chocolate, orange jam, and well, dough. Here we have milk. Here we have coal. Everything is powered by coal. There is no electricity yet, so it's either coal or windmills and water. So we have empty buckets. We have milk, coal, water, empty buckets, cocoa beans, oranges, beets and sugar cane for sugar, eggs, and wheat. So let's flip the switch, and we can see that wheat now starts to be taken away downstairs. Eggs as well, sugar, beets, oranges, cocoa beans, buckets. Tanks are also emptying slowly. So I have 3 tanks here and 3 sets of ejection pipes, because a lot of water is needed, and also coal. A lot of coal is also required. Stained glass. Manufactured Jaffa cakes go here. There's none in there. Let's see how it works. So the system takes a little bit of time to kind of start working at full speed, because all the machines need to be supplied with coal, and the biggest bottleneck, I think, is sugar. That's why I have 2 machines here that make sugar. So first things first. So all the pipes, they are connected to each other. So there is one central pipe, and then these filters, they decide which items go where. So for example, this filter accepts empty buckets, and this is a bucket filler. It accepts water and fills up buckets with water. Same thing here, empty buckets, but this filler fills buckets with milk. This is a pulverizer. It uses power from the windmill, and it makes wheat into flour. Flour is automatically taken out into the automated crafting table, and it also accepts buckets of water, and it makes dough. Then the next crafting table takes sugar, eggs, milk, and dough and makes it into sweet dough. So sweet dough, if you smelt sweet dough, you get cookies. If you smelt dough, you get bread. Now, on the other side, we have a bit more complicated setup. So first of all, there's advanced furnace at the bottom, and it does nothing other than power this crockpot. So this crockpot does not have an input for fuel. It uses heat from the furnace below it, and it also takes water, and it makes beet into sugar. Again, one filter here accepts coal, one filter here accepts beet, and I have to use pipes of 3 different colors so that they don't connect with each other. Same thing here, except this one uses sugarcane. Now this brick oven takes oranges and sugar, and it makes orange jam. It's also powered by coal. This one here will take sugar when there's enough of it produced. Currently all sugar goes into this brick oven because it's the closest one apparently. It takes cocoa beans, coal, and sugar, and it makes chocolate. This brick oven will take orange jam. There's already some of it there. Also, everything is controlled by filters. Orange jam, what else? Orange jam, chocolate, and sweet dough, and it will make chocolate cookies. That's the Jaffa cakes in the game. Okay, so I will probably let the system run for a few minutes, and eventually there will be enough sugar here, so it starts to be supplied into this machine and also this machine. This machine also needs sugar, so a lot of sugar is needed to make chocolate cookies, but chocolate cookies are the best source of food in the game, because there's a thing called satiation, which is not shown in below here. And yeah, so basically it fills you up and it lets you not lose hunger for quite a while. Okay, yeah, no Jaffa cakes here. In about 10, maybe 5-10 minutes, they will start to be produced. A lot of coal has been used already. There is night outside. Yeah, so I'm gonna make a cut here, and I'm gonna go back when the last machine starts to get resources it needs. So now this machine is full with sugar, so the sugar starts to get into this brick oven, where combined with cocoa beans it makes chocolate. Chocolate gets here, and the only thing we need now is sweet dough. So in about a couple of minutes it will get there as well. Once the system kind of reached its peak efficiency, it starts producing Jaffa cakes like crazy. Every few seconds it makes 4 Jaffa cakes and sends them up there. But well, maybe with some tweaking it can make it faster. I mean, reach the full speed, because there are bottlenecks. I didn't really bother with fixing bottlenecks, just wanted to demonstrate how the system works. Actually, making Jaffa cakes is not just something. It's kind of like one of the unofficial goals, I think, for the development of this game, because I'm a big fan of the Yogscast, and I always loved that Jaffa Cake Factory series. Probably every year I rewatch it. Basically, I have it like in background, just listening to the dialogue, even though I almost remember it in its entirety. Yeah, so with this game, kind of one of the things I wanted to do is I wanted to recreate, or rather create a tool that makes it possible to recreate that experience. You know, playing with a group of friends on a server and building something, you know, kind of set up a goal for yourselves and try to reach it. And yeah, it's been fun figuring out this thing. So yeah, it took me about, I think, 4 hours to build this, and I knew what I'm doing. And yeah, obviously I built it in sandbox mode, so in survival, yeah, in without cheating. Let's say it like that. Without cheating, I would have probably spent like a week on this, or maybe even more. There a lot of stuff is required, but I guess you can optimize it. Maybe not use as many filters, because ejection pipes themselves also have a built-in filter, so maybe you can get rid of these filters, and this will make the whole setup much cheaper. So let's see. Yeah, we have about half of the sugar in this machine needed, and then it will go into this machine. Now, maybe there needs to be some kind of like round robin mode for the ejection pipes, maybe a button here. Currently, it just sends everything into the first machine that accepts it, so the closest one to the creation of the manufacture of sugar is this one, and this one. This one is the farthest one. Okay, how much sugar is there? 38. So it's about, 10 a minute, something like that. Yeah. I'm gonna make like a couple of minute cut here, and we'll see what happens. Actually, another thing that needs to be said is that currently there are no mobs in the game, so you can't legitimately make milk and eggs. So you can only sort of build this in sandbox mode. But the manufacturing itself, everything here can be crafted. So yeah, it is possible to build a system like this. So we're almost done with sugar in this machine. So it starts now. Should start, yeah. It gets in the automatic crafting table. This is the input. This is the recipe. When the input matches the recipe, when there's enough stuff to make one thing, like now, 3 sugar, 9 sweet dough, and sweet dough now will go, empty buckets will go back and fill up, and sweet dough will go into this machine, yeah, when it starts to make chocolate cookies, yeah. So chocolate cookies should go upstairs, and I hope I'm gonna be hungry enough to actually eat one. I'm not hungry enough. There are 5 already, 6. Oh yeah, jumping helped. I'm now hungry enough to eat one Jaffa cake. So let's go outside. It's already morning outside. Yeah, and yeah, this was the Jaffa factory. Not the Jaffa factory, but a Jaffa factory. The manufacturing unit. So thank you for watching. Oh, I can't. Oh, right click. Yeah. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.